Hey guys, I was just watching Pixel, or that YouTuber. I don't know if many of you know who Pixel is, but I watch his videos. I know he created this one video called um coloring shapes or something, where he just gets it, like thinks of a shape and thinks of a color which goes with it, which I like Pixel's content, but I just don't think those colors go with the shape. But I'm not going to be focusing on that today. As you could see from the title, we're going to be focusing on coloring numbers. Bring the scale up to 30. Start with 1. 1 is pretty basic. Whenever I think of the number 1, it just reminds me, well, hold on. 1 reminds me mostly of a stick figure. I don't know, because some people draw 1 like the one, like the simple one, which is just a line. Which reminds me of a stick figure, which kind of reminds me of yellow. So I don't have any other purposes. I mean, 0. Hold on. Okay, sorry, I forgot about 0. So, sorry. So it'll be 1. This will be 0. Okay, so 0 is going to be purple because that's just how it's going to be. 1, oh, that's an ugly purple. Hold on. It said we're going to do highlights actually. So, purple. 0 fits purple. Now for 1, honestly, I can't think of anything except for gray, which I could barely even relate that to it. But probably because of 11 also reminds me of gray, but like more than 1 does. So I'm gonna go for this one right here. Okay, number 2. Number 2 reminds me more of even more reminds me of a soft color. To me, like, I imagine soft colors like pink and all that. Yes, pink goes with this perfectly. So pink. If I could find pink. Oh my gosh. There's no pink, so I guess I have to go with this one. Okay, number 3. This reminds me of red. 3-sided triangle. Triangle reminds me of red. 4. This is also an even number. So I'll think of it as... that's a good question. 4. Square reminds me of green, but not 4. But, like, this is the closest I could get. 5. 5 reminds me of yellow for some reason. 6. 6 reminds me of orange. Orange. Okay, 7. 7, 7, 7. 7 reminds me of gray, but lighter, like a lighter gray than 1. 8 reminds me of magenta, which 2 took that color because, there was no pink. Actually, I could try making it pink. Here, I'll do that later. Okay. Here, let me actually fix this right now. Okay. Custom. Bring me pink. Okay, perfect. This is closer, I guess. Okay, 9. 9 reminds me of 9/11, which reminds me of black. So it's gonna be basically, I have to change this to the opposite color then, so you guys could see it. But here you go. 9. Okay, so remember, 11 also reminds me of. The heck? Oh, I know what's going on. My cursor. Okay. 10 reminds me of. No. 10 reminds me of the color. 10 reminds me of white. Don't ask why. 11, 7/11. So same color as 7. So highlight color. Which one did I use for 7? I don't know. Okay, 12. 12. Well, actually, no. 11. Well, 9/11. Never mind the 9/11. 11 reminds me of 7/11 more than 9/11. 13, unlucky number, reminds me of red. But since red is already taken, let's just do our own type of red. This will look more red than the planet red. I'm going with this color. This is this. You know what? Keep it. 14. Double 7 reminds me of magenta. No. I'm thinking more of a dark purple. I'm just gonna go with this one. Yes, this one perfectly fits it. Okay, 15. 15. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. 15 reminds me of white for some reason. But to change it up, let's just go with this one. Well, actually, hold on. Yellow. Honestly, they both fit pretty well. 16. Yellow. Which means I have to change this to white. But we already have a white, so this light gray 3 color then. Oh yeah, that matches it way more than normal white. Okay, 17. 17. It's a prime number with primes like that. 17. Brown. But they don't have brown. They never have brown. Okay. That's all I could think of for brown. Okay. 18. Oh, that's ugly for 18. 18 reminds me of white. But of this type of white. It's darker than 15th white. And we're going to keep it that way. 19. This gives me the brown vibes as well. So we're actually going to choose this. We're actually going to choose this one this time because it just That's more brown. Whatever. Okay, 20. Heaven. This reminds me. 20 is the hardest one. Blue. Light blue. I hope you like my video, guys. Remember, watch Pixel for more of this same type of content. But that's the end of today's video. Okay. See you next time.